10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Larry, hey man, we're about to do a presser. You see my live view and stuff? This is the light is. Hey, it's the light is on right now.
So, tell the producers to start rolling on 01.
Okay, thanks, dude. Cool, man. Thanks. Bye bye.
All right. Seems like 01, you can pop it up on the website for one, or you can also have the roll.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm on the hotline, and Chief Brophy is getting one.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Yeah, no shot rolling on the one. Just have this open. Who had a lav mic?
I took it off him.
Okay. Chief Pro. You already mic'd up Chief Pro? I did. Sorry about that. Okay. Chief Pro. Chief Pro. We're not yet. He's here. He's just like I think he's going to just brief on some stuff, but he's coming out in just a second. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I think everybody's going to be here. Cool. So I guess I could probably talk into it, but
You can adjust it manually. Sometimes it's better than
yeah.
these things.
Between 32 and 31. I can't tell.
Leave that film.
I didn't know what a film cricket was.
Saturate your mic. Just put that in a pocket for me.
Yep.
Thanks, sir.
Well, right now we have
Trace mine back. I don't know if it's turned on. Sorry.
Which one are you?
That's why it's not plugged in. Yep, it's it's wireless, but not that wireless.
I didn't undo it. I'm not trying to sabotage you, I promise.
Blaming you. There we go. Sure.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Whoever the victim is just yet. Here's what Chief Brophy is. Going to be approaching. He's approaching the campus now.
All right.
So as he's about ready to start, you guys ready to go? All right. This is Chief Brophy, University of Utah Police.
Hi, thanks for all of you being out here tonight. I'll just start out by telling you that earlier tonight around 8:15, 8:20 p.m. we received a call of a domestic violence assault. A female had shown up on our campus saying that she was assaulted by her husband. She then proceeded to tell us that her husband was up the Red Butte Canyon. He was possibly armed. Shortly thereafter, we received a couple more calls of some shots fired. It appears that her husband, Mr. Boutain, who we released his information, attempted to carjack an individual, no relation to this couple at all. In that attempt to carjack, he shot and killed that individual. Mr. Boutain then fled the scene. We've had hundreds of officers from several different agencies here on site helping us search. We're currently searching upper campus. We believe Mr. Boutain is in the hills up above Red Butte Canyon at this point in time. We'll continue our search throughout the night until the daylight comes, and we'll continue the search in the daylight until we're confident Mr. Boutain is not in the mountains or we find Mr. Boutain.
Can you clarify what vehicle he arrived in and what happened with his wife and who was shot?
So it appears that he and his wife were camping up Red Butte Canyon. As far as cars go, we don't have any of those cars identified. At one point, we did put out a possible vehicle description, but we're not quite positive if that car was in their possession over the last 2 days. We believe it was a couple of days ago, but we don't believe it has been for the last 2 days.
So his wife complains that he has been violent, and then he separates from her and commits a carjacking and shoots someone?
It appears that it was an attempted carjacking, yes, shot and killed somebody.
Are we releasing the name of the victim in this case?
No, not yet. We have not been able to notify next of kin.
Male or female victim?
We're not releasing those details at this point in time either.
Student?
Not releasing those details at this point in time either.
Was his wife the woman that was at the police station and then was taken by EMTs?
Well, we had several people that we were detaining and questioning who happened to be in the area at the time. We did have his wife down at the police station at one point in time, and she did receive medical attention.
How bad was she hurt?
I believe that she received medical attention, was released.
They've been staying here in the state, or were they from out of state, or what was the exact circumstance?
Really preliminary in the investigation right now. We're still trying to determine those factors. We still have some active crime scenes that we can't get to yet due to the fact we're still searching for the suspect.
What leads you to believe that he's still up in the mountains?
We believe that after the shooting that he went east back into the mountains. You can never be 100% sure, but we had a containment set up, a perimeter blocking access to campus, and we believe we kept him out from coming down, and we believe he went back up.
Based on what you know, what leads someone to get so violent with a carjacking that they allegedly shoot and kill someone? I mean, what was going on here?
You know, I don't have those answers for you. I'm not sure what would lead anybody to do that.
Does he have a history? Because just based on something like the appearances and stuff, he may have had some sort of criminal history in his past.
We're digging into his background. We have assistance from, like I said, several different agencies, including the FBI. We can't release any of those details right now, but we're digging into his background, and we will release those details when we have them.
So it's not clear if he did manage to get in the car and go anywhere?
We haven't identified. The car was something that we put out early on that they had access to a few days prior. There was no sighting of him getting in a car or leaving in a car, no.
Was there someone else in the vehicle besides the victim who was shot and killed?
We're not releasing those details right now.
Chief, there was a bit of scanner traffic on the way up here. I know there's a lot of things going around.
A lot of scanner traffic,
Yeah. One of your officers, was a University of Utah officer, said that they had run into the suspect prior, and they were asking for the plate again because they think that he knew that plate. Was there prior contact with your officers and the suspect?
Not that I'm aware of at this point in time. There was a lot of conjecture going on at the initial stages of this, and we're still working through those details.
Another, to go with scanner traffic, do you know anything about helicopters heading up to Red Butte Creek?
We've had a helicopter out helping assist with the search for this suspect for the last 4 hours.
Are they just using spotlight, or are they using infrared, or what are they using?
We have all technologies up and helping us right now.
Any update on classes tomorrow for the university?
We don't have that decision yet. We'll have that decision before morning time.
How much of that systematic search we've heard about, I mean, you know how far along you are with that, like percentage-wise or guesstimate?
I would say a guess we're 50 to 60% right now. We're hoping to have that done within the next hour so we can give some more updates.
But we don't believe that he's in any of those buildings at all. I mean, from what it sounds like, you think he's in the mountains.
Yeah, from what we believe, that he, like I said, we believe he went back east. We believe we have him in the mountains. The mountains are very expansive, as you know, and it's been several hours. So going to the either direction, north or south, we still believe he's up in the mountains, yes.
Someone who would, it sounds like, shoot and kill a stranger in an attempted carjacking sounds very dangerous. Can you talk about what your message is to students and people in the surrounding area?
Absolutely. We've been doing our very best to message as much as we can. We still have a secure in place above Mariokopeki. Once we get done with our systematic search, we anticipate being able to lift that. We don't want to put anybody in harm's way. That's our first priority, and we're doing everything we can. We still have hundreds of officers on our campus, and we will have them here until we can come to a resolution of this case.
But I mean, armed and dangerous, and I mean, did he know the person involved in this carjacking, or was it totally random?
There was no relationship whatsoever that we can put together that he knew the person, the victim in this.
going to say there's going to be hard closures of Red Butte Garden, that area, Natural History Museum, when morning time comes around?
Red Butte Canyon will be closed, I would anticipate, all day tomorrow. Absolutely. From this point on, all day tomorrow.
Is there still hard closures? I mean, you guys got you try to condense down the perimeter as you go.
Yeah, everything above Mario Capecchi is still on lockdown for us. We're still searching that area to make sure that we check under all the nooks and crannies, anywhere this person may be hiding if they're on upper campus, and we want to be able to confidently say that he's not on upper campus and that he's up in the hills.
Because there's a lot of nooks and crannies out there.
Yes, there are.
It's like a small city you guys are searching for here.
Absolutely, and that's why we're very thankful for our partners that came up with the immediate assistance, and like I said, we have hundreds of officers up here right now.
Was the hospital ever on lockdown? Is it still on lockdown? Steph Richardson's asking on Facebook here.
The hospital, I'm not sure if the emergency management folks from the hospital put themselves on lockdown. I'm not aware of that.
How many officers total?
I can't give you an exact number, but we've had at least a couple hundred officers from responding agencies here.
Good job, Joe. I think that's good.
Okay.
Anything
Thank
else?
you. No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Can we get your name again?
Yeah, my name is Dale Brophy, Brophy. I'm the chief of police up here at the University of Utah. Okay.
Trying to untangle the web of microphones. That's not mine. That's not mine.
Mine, Chief.
No. That's mine.
No, it's not live.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Good. I was just wondering, so just to reiterate, Austin, sorry, he got a domestic